sometimes in life, recently, especially the last couple of years, kind of feel like I bit off more than I can chew, but I don't really let it bother me. So since I've got this truck driving job and I've been working many hours, other things that I like to do, I've had to put to the side a little bit. So the thing that comes to mind first of all is music. A lot of the times I don't make it to my Saturday jams simply because I'm just too tired from the week, and I just have a lot of chores saved up throughout the week that I need to do, like laundry, dishes, taking out the trash, cleaning my room, all the stuff that piles up during the week. It tends to bother me a little bit. When Saturday rolls around, I try to get all that done, and a lot of times don't make it to my jam. Also, practicing music in general, I just don't have time for it. And if I had the time, the energy isn't there. Walking the dog, that's another thing. I would love it if I could take my dog on walks every day, but just don't really have the time or the energy. After a 14, 16, 18-hour day, you're not even going to get enough sleep. So there's really not much else you can do. Karate, that's another thing. A lot of weeks I can only make it to one karate lesson a week, and I pay for two, which, me being a penny pincher, tends to bother me also, because I pay for two lessons, can only make it to one, feel like I'm wasting money. And it has made me consider quitting karate every now and then, but although I'm progressing more slowly, I'm still progressing, and I still think it's worth it, so I'm not going to quit. So these things tend to bother me, but I just keep in my mind that there are only so many hours in a day, and if I don't get a chance to do all the things that I want to do, it's fine. And there'll be other times, there'll be the weekend where I can maybe work on some of the stuff that I'd like to. And at the end of the day, the main mission for me right now is to work as much as I can, save and invest as much as I can. So everything else is secondary. So that's the mission. I gotta remember that. And everything else is good, but comes second to the mission. Now, there are also creative ways that I've been trying to practice karate, practice music while I'm driving. So what I'll do is I'll go through my karate katas in my head while I'm driving, and there are a lot of moves in some of them. And that way, when I actually do the moves physically, maybe I'll be a little awkward, but I'll remember what the moves are. So I'm kind of practicing karate just in my head. Same with music. What I'll do is I'll put on a playlist of songs that I know pretty well. All the stuff I used to listen to back in high school, Blink-182, Sum 41, all that good shit. And I will sing along to it. So even if I can't practice playing guitar necessarily or playing piano, I can still work on singing, because, your voice is a muscle, and the more you practice it, the better you get. And that tends to be what I struggle with the most, is singing too quietly anyway. So whenever I get frustrated about the lack of time in my life to do activities that I either enjoy or that I would like to do or that are on my habit checklist, first of all, I just remember the mission. Make money, invest, get rich, and second of all, I try to enjoy these other things and partake of them whenever I can. And if I can't, I'll try to find creative ways to practice my skills, or just not let it bother me, let it go, and try to work on it on the weekend or in the future sometime. Maybe when I retire. So, yep, there's only 24 hours in a day. You can only do so much, and it does bother me, but I'm trying very hard to not let it bother me. Just do what I can.